Hello, hello. This is Adrienne Obi. I am the owner of Astrology, Look Inside, and PerceptiveGuidance.com. And I am here to talk about something that you hear people talk about all the time, but I want to talk about it. And it's how to be your authentic self online. How to be your authentic self online. It's one of those things that I don't know if I guess I always was my authentic self online, but I don't know if everyone knows that's my authentic self. I don't know what people think is your authentic self. I'm just being myself, whatever that is. And, some people think being authentic means just coming out and having your hair all over your head and no makeup on and just wearing whatever you feel. That to me doesn't scream authentic. That just screams sloppy. So, I want to be myself, which is what I would do for myself, right? Normally in an authentic way. So I'm not going to come on and not be whoever I want to be. Like, it's who I am. And I really want people to understand that, because some people think being your authentic self is being who they want you to be. Like, I don't think it's right that you wear blonde hair. And I don't think that you wearing blonde wigs is you being your authentic self. So I don't think you're being your authentic self because you're coming out here wearing blonde wigs. When the reality is, I wear blonde wigs every single day of my life because that's what I do. And if I came online and didn't be me, who the hell would I be? Why would I come on and be somebody else for you? Why would I do that? Tell me. Because I've been wearing blonde hair since 2014. So why would I stop doing it for you? To make you feel more comfortable in me being me. Can't you accept me for who I am? For who I'm being? For who I've chosen to be? For who I live my life as? Because this is how I live my life. Who else do you expect to show up? This was a real problem with my family members when I first started changing. Because my first changes, I think, were physical because I started losing weight. And it started changing the way I looked. Because I used to look like Nell Carter. I'm not joking. I look just like Nell Carter. I have a picture of her. There's a picture of me that looked just like this picture I found in Nell Carter. I look like Nell Carter. I know that sounds crazy because I don't look a thing like her now. People just say I look like Michael Jackson and stuff like that, but I did. I really did. I used to have this short little afro that I wore because my hair curly, and I just wore lip gloss. I never wore makeup, and I looked like her without makeup and without hair. That's what I look like, and a couple of 100 pounds. But we change as people. We grow, we change, we mature, we're like wine. Not all wine tastes like water. Some wine actually tastes good. It's got flavor, it's mellowed, it's matured, it's whatever it's done. It's got a taste to it, a flavoring to it. And as we mature, we begin to develop things like that. And I know for myself, I'm much older than, the average median age now, I guess. But whoever I've become, I've aged into this person. I'm not going to change. It's not going to happen. I could try, but that wouldn't be my authentic self. That'd be who you want me to be. Who you want me to be is not my authentic self. Who I want to be and who I am is my authentic self, because I'm vibing with what comes naturally out of me. I don't have to put on an air of who I am. I just be who I am. That feels so much more better than being who you think you're supposed to be. Because even when you think you're trying to be who you think they want you to be, there's going to be somebody out there who doesn't like who you thought they wanted you to be. So why not just be who you are? It still might have people who don't like who you are presenting yourself to be, because I still have people who don't like me. But at least I feel justified in myself because I'm just being who I am. I'm not being somebody else. This is me. Can you accept me for who I am, please? Because this is who I be. I don't know who else I'm supposed to be. Because sometimes I feel like people are looking at me like, who else are you? Who else am I? This is the same face I get every single day. I wake up with this face, I go to bed with this face, right? This is who I be. And I'm not going to be able to be anybody else. Not consistently and not effectively, because that would not be me. And it would not ring true with me. Even if I was faking it out and it was, okay, I'm going to give you an example. And Lord, I hope I'm not going to step on no toes, whoever hears this. But I run a group, it's called Black Women Promote. And in that group, there's a whole bunch of Black women. Almost 30,000 of us, to be honest. And they're all Black entrepreneurs. Now, we're all different because all Black women come from all different kinds of Black backgrounds. I was about to say backgrounds. Pun. Anyway, we all do. We're all different. Like I said, I might look the way I look, but I've had people come at me and swear I'm mixed, curse me out, say I'm mixed, mixed people ain't Black and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, huh? Even if I was, even if that was true, I was raised 100% Black. I was raised by my Black grandmother, my mother. I don't know any white folk that raised me. Who am I supposed to be? I am who I am because I am who I am. I'm not putting on who I am. I am who I am. I'm not trying to be Adrienne. I'm Adrienne. Adrienne's not even perfect, but she's the Adrienne I got. So I got to be her. I'm going to be who I am, who resonates with my spirit and makes me feel like, okay, I'm cool. This is where it's like I'm in that cut right there. Yeah, that feels right. That's me. When I wake up, I'm her. When I go to sleep, I'm her. I don't have to make pretend I'm her. I'm just her. And it's so funny. I had a friend who said to me, because we've known each other for years, and she said, for me to make a video about me doing my makeup or whatever, like I'm doing something fancy. And I said, Dee, you're not going to believe this. Oh, I said her name, sorry. I said, girl, you're not going to believe this. But I do my makeup in 5 to 10 minutes. Like I just do the same thing that's it. There is nothing special. I got one layer on and some powder and some blush and some lipstick and mascara. And I'll try to do my eyes. Like I made one eye way darker than the other eye. But that's it. I don't do all that crazy mess. I don't do all that. That's that young girl stuff. That's, like I said, making the Gen Xers look like they're 40s and when they're in their 20s. I don't do all that. I just do what the basics are to make me feel like I feel good. Sometimes I'll contour my nose so it'll look a little smaller. But I try to avoid that too much too, because they call me Michael if I contour it too much. You know what I mean? So I don't like being called Michael Jackson. But there are little things. See, it's the funny stuff like that, right? But this is what I mean about being your authentic self. You've got to be you. Why? Because no matter what it is you're doing, you're never going to be able to satisfy everybody. There's always going to be somebody who sees you, what you did, how you did it, how you looked, how you said it, what you wore, how you wore it, and they're going to pick with it. They're going to find a flaw in it. There's going to be something wrong in it. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong that you did. And you've got to figure out how you're going to survive that. And the best way to survive anything like that is to just be your darn self. Why? Because when you're you don't have to figure out who else to be. Just be whoever you are and let them deal with that. Because that's who you be. If I had to sit up here and pretend to be somebody else, I would have to remember who that was every time I came online. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for, I got time for that. I don't. I got enough time to think about what I got to think about, and that's it. To be who I am. And the thing is, I think at the heart of it, because I have Saturn in the first house, I'm such an astrologer, sorry, I'm always referencing. But because of that and having being a double Capricorn of all things, being accepted is so vital. I've got Aquarius intercepted in the first house, and that rules other people, Aquarius. So it's being finding a form of being myself and being accepted for myself. That is vital for my psyche. That's why I ran over to TikTok. The moment I realized people liked me, I was like, hey, I'm gonna hang out here. That kind of stuff, validation, that's vital for our psyches. It really is. For people to think, oh yeah, we're just gonna isolate this person and not give them any type of support or a show of hand or whatever, that's just cruel and unusual. Why would you do that to anybody? And you know, because I think some people think that's something they should do, or I don't get that at all. But you know, I'm just gonna just keep being myself regardless of what people think of me or say about me or whatever. Just keep being who you are. And eventually those who do like who you are or what you're saying, or you're like in my case, like my videos, my shorts, or whatever they're seeing, whatever those millions of people are seeing, they came regardless. I can post videos on YouTube and get no likes, no views, no nothing, and post something on Facebook and get 1 million, 2 million, 3 million views. It's right. It could be the same video. I've tested it. I could post something on TikTok, post it on Facebook, and post it on YouTube and Instagram. And all four places will give me all four different results from the same exact video. So it has nothing to do with the quality of what you're doing, the quality of what you're saying, the quality of your work. A lot of times it has to do with algorithms, who they're showing it to or not showing it to, who they're blocking you from. If you're restricted, not restricted, that's one of the things. I found out on TikTok I was restricted for like months and didn't know it. Might be restricted now and don't know. Little things like that is what makes a difference. And I feel like sometimes people compromise being who they are authentically because they want to either fit into the algorithm or get more views or be I don't know, whatever it might be. But eventually that's going to come back to bite you if you're not being authentic, because the only thing that is consistent and persistent is the real you. Because that's always going to be there. No matter what you're trying to hide it with, mask it with, and pretend over, the real you is still under there. You know, I'm sure whatever essence of me, the Jersey girl, I was born in Jersey, right? Or you're born in Jersey? I was born in Jersey. So that Jersey girl, whatever that toughness is I was born in Jersey, and also as a little girl, I had to survive Baltimore. So imagine Camden, New Jersey, and Baltimore. So, you know, I'm one of those ghetto girls. So somewhere inside, I mean, I was put in the suburbs, and that's why I'm kind of suburban. I was put in the suburbs at 10, and you know, that's what happened to me. But the early years, man, it was survival of the fittest. Like, not everybody survived being a ghetto child. My brother Michael didn't make it. I'm just saying, being a ghetto child is not easy. And I definitely was. But whatever it is, I mean, even things like that. I mean, when you bring your pains and your past and your stories and your, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's you. It's authentically you. Don't be nobody else. And what I was going to say about the group that I managed with the 26,000 Black women, because I never really got into it, is that they didn't accept me. I mean, I am an admin there, and I still don't know if I'm accepted there. I can post there. I only have 400 friends out of 30,000 there. Why? Because what? I wear blonde hair. I'm too pale. I don't know. I stopped caring. You know what I do? I still come there and let them know, hey, I'm an admin here, and I'm still in charge here. Every once in a while, I'll just come and exert my influence because I have it. And their dislike of my coloring or my hair or whatever, the way I speak or the way I dress or whatever the reason is, that more of those women have not followed me or friended me or whatever it is. I can't put a finger on it, but there obviously must be some reason, right? And that stuff used to bother me. My daughter used to say, Mom, drop out of that group. Why are you in that? It's toxic. She might be right. It might still be toxic. But right now, and I'm like, I'm still going to run whatever event I'm going to run. I'm still going to promote whatever event I'm going to promote. I'm still going to be a professional in the professional way that I have to be a professional. And I'm still going to do what I need to do in order to keep the group safe. So all of that hate, they can take that hate. That's their hate. That's their energy. That's not my hate nor my energy. So I'm not wasting any of my life force at all. I won't do it. See, and that's the point I wanted to make. I'm not going to not be me to make those women feel better. Why should I do that? What would that get me? That would then give me less integrity because I would not be me. I would be whatever something I made up in my head or what, I don't know. There'd be no integrity there. Do you see what I'm saying? Being authentically you, even when it's not popular, still gives you a sense of like, hey, at least I did it. At least I said it. At least I stated it. At least I did that webinar. At least I made that product launch. At least I made my podcast. Whatever it is, you didn't cow down. You didn't cave in. You went for it. You did the best you could do. Doesn't matter if they didn't like you or not. You did you. And that's all we can do is do us, baby. That's the reality. I'm going to do me. And I think that's the point of what I've been trying to say. How to be your authentic self online? Do you? Be you. Do you, child. Don't be anybody else. You don't have to follow after other people. You don't have to pretend to be other people. You don't have to act like other people. You don't have to speak like other people. You don't have to do anything like anybody else because you are you and you do what you do. Not what they do, but what you do. Whatever you do is what everybody's going to pay for. Whatever they do, they're going to them for, right? Because there can only be one. There's one of you. So why not be it? Just saying. Be you. Okay? Anyway, this has been Adrienne of astrologyalookinside.com, perceptiveguidance.com, and a host of other things I do. You can find me just about everywhere at Astrology Look Inside. On Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, at Astrology Look Inside. On LinkedIn, I'm under Adrienne Obey, O-B-E-Y, because that's me, that's my family name. And yeah, okay. Also, I like to invite everybody who is within the sound of my voice to join me on gregarious1.com. Gregarious, the number 1.com. That's gregarious, the number 1.com. That's my social media site. I promise to put more stuff there. Just like I said, I haven't been doing a lot for the last year so it's a little not as robust as I would like it to be. So I'm going to make it a little bit robust this year. Okay. All right. So anyway, this has been Adrienne. Let's put on our dancing disco music and let's dance and disco ourselves right on out of here. Hey, all right. I will party. Yes. Be your authentic self. Yes, whatever that is. Just be you. Yes. Yes. It don't matter if they don't like you. You like you. That's all that matters. Hey, I love me. Hey, 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 hey. Be you. It does feel good when you're yourself, though, doesn't it? It feels good when you're just yourself, letting it all hang out. You don't care. People can make fun of you all they want. Go ahead and make fun of me. I don't care. Hey, I'm gonna be me. Hey.